The war is over with, says the President, Rubio. Vs.OUR RJTICHARTS algorithms see something strange coming against their projections. We sent this out at 2 a.m. Central Daylight Time, May the 7th, 2026, for video production. If anyone knows about when a war is over with, should know with certainty, especially since they have been part of the initialization along with Israel that struck Iran. We aren't calling out any government official, or neither are we pointing the finger at the highest person in the world that represents the most powerful and greatest country in the world. But here's our point. We utilize algorithms to help us identify buy, sell signals, or new trends or ending trends. And just like another algorithmic firm that claims their software package has been around since 1982, Vantage Point, we also have been utilizing our methodology since the 1980s, but also in a way to not only generate our trading signals for equities, futures, forex, crypto, and soon to be single stock futures, which we're totally stoked about, but utilizing our signals with projections of tomorrow and putting in word form to tell what we see. What we know is we either equal others' buy-sell signals or are a lot of time ahead of them. And it doesn't matter if you're Merrill Lynch or Jim Cramer or JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs, for if they see it, we see it. Or a lot of times before they see it. Prime examples of such is not one major investment firm or guru forecast gold in year 2015 through 2016 to trade to $3,000 an ounce. We were 8 to 10 years ahead of most, and in 2020 to 2021, we revised gold upward to a target 4,200 to 5,600, and we are sticking to our $6,000 to $7,500 range. Not one major investment firm forecast 3 to 9 months before year 2020, pandemic, that a black swan was coming. And neither do many say that they signaled 3 to 7 months before the last 5 major stock market declines occurred. We have the receipts. So this research firm, based on its algorithms, can identify things, and let's understand why we are having a hard time respecting the war comments that it's over. Our bullish stance and buy signal was established on the quarterly chart time frame, January and February of 2021. By the way, strictly from our algorithms, we without zero external inputs from other sources. As you can see, our buy signals for the energy index was in January and February of 2021. And were we surprised crude oil was going to rally? Then we sent out in December the 13th, 2023 at 9:45 p.m. RJTI charts versus some things you can control and some things you can't. Precious metal dips are to be gathered like a squirrel gathering nuts, as we told you since 2016. Yet here's something we haven't harped on since August 2022, if not a little bit earlier. It is the energies. We aren't as zealous as another analyst, but we do see crude oil to trade to $130 to $150 range. And then $205 to $215 a barrel, which is a range equivalent for the SX90 energy index. We follow 3,000 to 3,500 range. Now, as you can see, our gold targets were hit in 2024. Our buy signal was on December the 13th, 2023. As you can see, it hit 2,000 there. The SX90 index, as you can see, that was back on December the 13th, 2023. Crude oil, as you can see, was a buy signal that we got in December of 2023 also. And crude oil futures was trading around $52 per barrel. President Trump or Rubio weren't in office at such time. But here's where things get interesting. 23 days before the actions against Iran we sent out on February the 5th, 2026 at 11:41 a.m. RJTI charts versus SX90 energy index versus hit our target. We go on to project, but crude oil hasn't moved that much. And as of this message, trade level is under $65 per barrel. Is there something lying underneath that is to spark crude oil to $90 to $150? We believe, based from our algorithms, higher crude oil trade levels are coming. And we are also going to upgrade our price target for the energy index from 3,500 upper range to 3,500 to 3,940. Is a Middle East conflict to come? We can't speak with certainty, but it sure does imply that some major producing oil country has found trouble. Conclusion. President Trump and Rubio didn't even know that they were going to find themselves along with Israel pounding Iran. So here's our algorithms are implying. There's a high probability crude oil is to spike again. Our SX90 energy index could still hit our revised target 4,200 in February 2026. There are no guarantees in life, so neither are we guaranteeing, yet our algorithms offer a high probability that things aren't going to go well over with. Another time we were spot on. The SX90 is predestined to make an attempt to retest March 30th, 2026 high, if not take it out. This also implies crude oil is to trade higher than April 8th through 13th, 2026 highs. Our monthly, weekly, quarterly time charts haven't rolled over to a sell and are pretty set still with a bullish bias. Neither is the OVX, crude oil volatility index. Our algorithms offer that a significant SX90 energy index, crude oil, OVX volatility index rally could still take place and more than likely will trade higher. Maybe President Trump or Rubio might have spoken too soon. I hope I'm wrong. But based from our algorithms, maybe stranger things will come out. We don't know. But our algorithms say yes, another rally is coming for the energy index, and time will just have to tell. RJTICHARTS.com. It is easy to see the trees that make up the forest, and it's even easier to see the forest that's made up of trees. But it's not so easy to see behind the forest. Get your ammo today. RJTICHARTS.com, driven by infinite wisdom and its proprietary trading systems.